Yo, what is up, guys? Delboy here, aka Blue Collar Sports TV. Hopefully you guys are doing well. If you're new here, smash that like, hit subscribe, all of that good stuff. What an upset. Gabriel Rosado knocks out Bektemir Melikuziev in the third round of their fight. First and foremost, I have to say this fight was exciting while it lasted. It was a really enjoyable fight in my opinion, and I have to say I'm very surprised by this result. Going into this fight, I was picking Bektemir Melikuziev to win. I've actually been very high on Bektemir Melikuziev in terms of his raw ability, the body punching, and I felt he was going to go a long way. And he still may do, but this was a huge setback for his career. Where do we start with this one? Round one. Most of round one, not too much was happening. Both guys were throwing some speculative jabs, pouring with their lead hand, Rosado being the orthodox fighter, Melikuziev being the southpaw. But towards the end of a round, Melikuziev turned up the gas and he started to let go of some hurtful body punches, and he caught Rosado with a couple of hooks to the body, left hooks, and you could see those shots hurt Rosado. Rosado kind of backed up against the ropes. Melikuziev landed some more shots, and then Rosado took a knee, which in my opinion was very smart, and in that moment his experience really did start to show through. Round two, I felt Melikuziev won round two, although Gabriel Rosado was coming back with shots of his own. So Melikuziev was launching a sustained body attack, and also he was throwing straight left hands to the head. Rosado was trying to block those shots with his high guard, but some of those straight left hands were getting through on Rosado, and obviously on top of that, he was taking a lot of hard body shots. But in round two, Rosado did have his own success. He was actually finding a couple of decent right hands to the head because Melikuziev was coming in with very little attention to defense and not much of a jab. He was basically leading with hooks while his chin was in the air, and that made Rosado able to time him a few times now and again. Rosado also actually landed a couple of decent body shots in the second round, and funnily enough, at the end of round two, I actually said on Twitter that Melikuziev has a lot of good attributes. He's got power, he's got decent foot movement, he seems relatively athletic, but he really needs to pay attention to his defense. Lo and behold, a round later, this guy gets fucking sent to hell, to the Shadow Realms, man. A knockout in some ways actually somewhat reminiscent of Manny Pacquiao versus Juan Manuel Marquez 4. Not as brutal, but it was a similar shot. So basically, Melikuziev was trying to continue what he started in the first two rounds by applying pressure. Melikuziev had Rosado in the corner, and he attempted to lead with a left hook power shot, but Melikuziev was square on, chin in the air, totally open, and Rosado timed him perfectly with a chopping overhand right, bang on the chin. Melikuziev went face down, arse up, and he couldn't beat the count. A great knockout by Gabriel Rosado. It was starting to look like he was, feeling those body shots and getting beaten up. But that is the benefit of experience, man. He saw the opening, he took it, he stayed tough when he had to, and this is a great win for Gabriel Rosado, and ultimately, in my opinion, this is a knockout of the year contender. An extremely well executed punch by Gabriel Rosado, great finish, and a great win for him. And going forwards, maybe now Gabriel Rosado can actually get somewhat of a big fight. So we'll see where Gabriel Rosado goes from here. But ultimately, one of the best nights of his career to date, no doubt about it. Rosado has been a trier. He's been nearly there, not quite there, kind of thing. But he's always given a good account of himself. And on top of that, he's been robbed a few times. So I've got to be happy for Gabriel Rosado. If anybody deserves something like that in boxing, a big win like that, it's definitely Rosado. So credit to him, for always being tough, for always being a warrior, for always taking these hard fights. Eventually it's going to pay off, and tonight it paid off big time. So congratulations to Gabriel Rosado. What a knockout. As for Melikuziev, the guy's got a lot of good attributes. Decent power, good body puncher, attacks at nice angles. He's got decent athletic ability, but defensively, man, this guy needs to tighten up. Otherwise, that's happening again. But share your thoughts below. Great knockout, man. share your thoughts below. Been your guy Delboy. Peace.